Hey, Michael with Jellyfish Lighting, and I am up on the high mountains. I shouldn't say high mountains. I'm up on the hills in Alpine, Utah. You can see those mountains behind me there. And they built a lot of houses up towards the mountain here. You can see the valley way down there. So it's 2023 and we've got a lot of snow this year. So you can see the snow is just kind of red above the houses there still. A lot of snow up in the mountains, about 200% of normal. Expecting flooding and lots of water coming down the mountains this year. And a part of Timpanogos right there. Kind of the foothills in front of it. So this is the house we're putting lights on today. Looks like they're still under construction, but soffit and fascia are on and we're ready to put lights on.
Felt something. All the way in the back. We wish, yeah. I don't see a wire in there. That's what I was wondering if it died there. I think you go around the corner. Could be. Three lines. One going left, one going right, and another one right. I'm Adam. I'm one of the lead installers. This is our clip. It's got holes on both sides. The one side runs right into the fascia, and then we'll put a screw on that back side. And I always, from the end of your track, I'll count in 5 lights, which is dead middle. So when you slide that up against the fascia, you'll put 1 screw in the back. And then I'll go back and I'll put my joint together, where I'll come back and where your other piece, you meet them together, and then you just put that over the top.
Holds the two together well.
Holds the two together.
Let me ask you a question. So I've heard some people putting 2 in the middle of a stick and people doing 1 in the middle of a stick. Do you think 1 or 2 is better? Or
on the 7.5, it's 1. If
Okay.
they're 10 footers, then you're going to do 4.
Okay. Well, we don't do this style
Nope.
track in 10 footers.
Yep.
So
So it's 5's dead in the middle.
okay.
So you count 5 lights up, put it right in the middle.
Okay.
And then you got 2 on the
It's
ends.
not going to hurt. It's just going to be a little more secure and
Yep.
just cost a little more because you're
Yep.
using more clips.
Exactly. You
Okay.
use a lot more clips.
Okay. Going to show us how it's done?
Of course. So I always go up first, and I'll pop my lights in. Then I'll put the piece up, and I'll put that center clip in. So I'll swing my lights around. And then, like I said, I'll count 5 lights in, and then I'll put that center clip.
Okay. Oh, hold on a second, because that's going to be on the other side.
So I counted the 5 lights in, I put the clip in, I slide that front edge underneath the fascia, and then I'll put a zip screw in the backside. And then I'll do the joint.
Okay.
And just always hold it against the fascia, so a really nice straight line. It'll follow that fascia perfectly. And then we'll move on to our next piece. So when I'm doing the piece, is I'll put it right up, butt up against it, and see where the bend is, and just do a little line right past that bend.
Yep.
And then I'll mark it on both sides and cut it, and then I'll fold it. So I just do a notch on both sides. And I'll put that piece back up. And then I'll just see where it lines up. I mark it. And then I'll just do a straight across. And then I'll cut a miter in the corner so the wire can get through. So this will fold up, and then I just cut a diagonal.
For your wire to
So your
pass
wire to
through.
get through. We call it a miter. Just fold that through, put that up. That'll be perfect. The next piece will slide right in. And then I always do the center one first before the joint. And then the joint.
Now I heard that when you're putting the screws in, because those are just little 1/2-inch screws, that it's good to try to hit the rib.
Yeah, well, the joint, on the edge of that joint is the hardest part.
Because it's got the
locks in.
fold in it,
Yep.
it'll lock in a lot easier.
Yep. I usually try to stay the center of the lights though with the clip.
Yeah.
It just looks more uniform that way. And just do a little touch.